Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to SPINDO 9-month 2023 result call. My name is Felicia Priska Handoko, and I'll be the moderator for today's session. We appreciate your time and interest in this meeting, and we look forward to sharing our performance with you. Just a quick reminder that this meeting is being recorded. We, we have two agendas today. We will start with an overview of SPINDO's performance for the 9-month period of 2023 by Pa Johannes and myself. After that, there will be a Q&A session led by Pa Johannes as a Chief Strategy and Business Development Officer, Corporate Secretary, and Investor Relations, and also with Pa Teja Sukmana Hudianto as Vice President Director. Now we can start with the presentation first. Okay, we will start with our company introduction. Since most of you already know SPINDO, we can run through the introduction quickly. SPINDO is the largest steel welded pipe manufacturer in Indonesia. We were established back in 1971, and recently we installed big diameter SS pipe machine in 2022. We also received an award for Best Stocks and ESG Disclosure Awards in 2022. Our company used carbon steel and stainless steel coil as raw materials. We cut, bend, and weld the steel coils to create steel pipes. We manufacture steel pipes to 4 different major sectors: construction, infrastructure, and utilities, automotive, furniture, and oil and gas. Keep in mind that we do not use iron ore or coal or slab for our steel pipes. We can see that we have 6 factory units and 4 warehouses across Indonesia. Okay, so we can start with the 9-month period performance highlights. While global economic condition is full of uncertainty, Indonesia's economy still provides prospects driven by government spending and consumer spend recovery post-COVID, boosted by government policies such as VAT exemption for certain products such as electric vehicles and certain housing level. This further led to our increased revenue, while our purchasing department managed to obtain raw material at most efficient price. Our focus towards operational excellence yields better savings in operational expenses. Now we can see our financial performance. Our financial performance in the 9-month period of 2023 recorded a huge positive growth compared to the previous year. We can observe that we have a 24.2% increase in net profit with 363.7 billion rupiah. Our net profit margin and gross profit margin also increased and surpassed our 2023 full year projection. For full year 2023 revenue, we slightly adjusted our target to 7.2 trillion rupiah due to global steel price decrease from 2022. Our sales also increased due to sales of smaller batches through our depots that contribute to higher profit margins. For our 9-month performance, we have over 268.7 thousand tons of sales and begin to recover and reach pre-COVID levels. We can also see that automotive sector is growing because of increased car sales. Construction, infrastructure, and utilities remains our main source of product mix. We can also enjoy indirect effect from government support on property and electric vehicles. In 9-month 2023, we decided to increase our purchase of raw materials from local suppliers to shorten delivery time and can provide quicker delivery for projects, except for products that is unavailable domestically, such as automotive grade steel. Due to better domestic economic conditions compared to the global economy, the domestic steel price exhibit less volatility than the global steel price. The company also managed to maintain its selling price. As we continue to shift our current portion of liabilities to longer maturity duration, our current ratio is 210%, an increase from the 2022. We also want to point out that our debt to equity ratio decreased from 2017 until now. We aim to reduce more of our debt as well as our cost of funds and shifted to longer maturity. After Hari Raya quarter, the management managed to reduce our working capital to 283 days. We slightly revised our target to 230 working capital days by 2024 as anticipation for more project-based sales. Now, for our funding structure, all of our banking facilities consist of revolving loans and almost entirely used for LC. The loan maturity is limited to 6 months from the LC opening. Our funding composition for the 9-month performance of 2023 is we start to shift our short-term debt to long-term. This impact positively to our cash flow. Back in August, we published our second continuing public offering phase 2. To anticipate for expected lowering interest rate next year, we decided to issue this public offering with 1-year tenor only. Okay, so we can see our ROA and ROE is increasing with 6.2% and 10.9% respectively. This is in line with our target of 14% for ROA and 10% ROA with 10% and ROE of 14%. We also distribute dividends back in August with 2.3% dividend yield. Now going forward, our company aims for a 500,000 ton of sales by 2025. Our small diameter API pipe in Karawang already got certification. Our company wants to explore more sectors for our steel pipes and to further increase to oil and gas sector. This is our 2023 progress. We can see there's a new 8-inch stainless steel mill, new laser cutting machine, and this is unit 7 progress is in the early stages of constructing. Now for market outlook, first we start with the global steel outlook. Generally, steel price still under pressure due to slower economic growth. However, as global annual production was down to 1.5%, and outlook by worldsteel.org that steel demand will grow 1.8% annually. By full year 2023, the price will be relatively stable at this current stage. Now, as seen in the graph, the price has been sideways for quite some time for HRC China, and now technically is trying to break strong resistance in $550 per ton level. It is worthy to point out that HRC price has been in the uptrend condition for the last 2 weeks. Other main commodities such as coking coal also relatively stable at higher price, as well as iron ore. All of this makes us quite certain that steel price will generally be stable with a good chance of going higher. This will be beneficial for SPINDO. Now we can go to our local economic outlook. In Indonesia, there is still a strong commitment from the government to encourage manufacturers to use materials from local suppliers and to support local manufacturers. Our company also contribute to infrastructure projects such as IKN, highways, and other projects. Now, we move on to ESG focus. Our role in enabling ESG are by improving infrastructure in rural areas, like building bridges, projects involving solar panels, water distribution, and also in electric vehicle industry. We are committed to include our products in these ESG focused projects. We can see in our plan 4 and 6, we installed solar panels to contribute more to the government. We also implement GCG practices and CSR activities in our company. Now, there are some ESG-related projects that we contribute. For example, data centers, portable water distribution, fiber optic, waste treatments, geothermal projects, and also electric vehicles and natural gas house distribution. Now we move on to guidance and outlook. SPINDO strategy for sales expansion, marketing approach, green manufacturing that focuses on ESG, and funding source diversification are on the right track. Despite uncertainties in the global economics and political condition, we still aim to achieve our goal of 7.2 trillion rupiah of full year 2023 sales and 500,000 ton sales by 2025. However, we would like to take a more conservative approach regarding our financial posture to anticipate the upcoming political year and the economic condition. This is our projects from the start of 2023 until September. Now I would like to Bapak Johannes will present this slide from this point forward. Pak Jo?
Thank you, Priska. Just to give you some highlights here, our performance as compared to our peers is not too bad. Yeah. As you can see, on the average EPS for the last 4 years and 9-month period, we are performing quite okay against Arna, maybe HS. Even HS is considered more consumer, yeah, but we can compete with them on the EPS level. However, we can see as well that from the PE perspective, yeah, we are a lot cheaper, yeah, even according to the standard. Next. So in regards to that, yeah, we understand that we have several initiatives to be executed in 2024. Yeah, we are going to set a committed policy on DPR. We are going to increase communication effort to our investors, especially foreign. Yeah. And we need to engage seriously. We need to engage maybe third party, international securities house or investment consultants or research companies in order to increase our exposure to international fund managers. This to achieve better pricing appreciation from the market. We also will intensify engagement with local and domestic community, influencer, KOL, and other stock market parties to improve awareness. And last but not least, we're definitely going to continue approach to our research partners and analysts. Yeah. Some of you guys present today, thank you for that. Yeah. to promote our fundamental improvement. Hope with this effort, we hope the market can appreciate the company better. Yeah, I think going back to you, Priska.
Okay. And that concludes the presentation. Thank you for listening. We are now entering to Q&A session which will be led by Pak Johannes and Pak Teja.
Okay, thank you, everybody. So, first of all, I would like to answer some of the question that has been provided to us in the what you call it form. Yeah, but if anybody here have any further question, please do raise your hand or type in the chatting column. Yeah. So first question would be whether the volatility in US dollar impacted to our business and how management is mitigating that. Yeah. Pak Teja, you wanna take this one, Pak?
Okay. We already understand and prepare for this kind of thing. That's why we know US dollar will be some volatility and the impact mainly in our US dollar borrowing, right? The import. But we now try already reduce the outstanding of US dollar borrowing. And as you see in our financial report also, not so many, currently still not, we don't have so much like foreign exchange loss. And we now also start to use Chinese yuan also instead of US dollar to buy raw material mainly from China. And secondly, also the impact in the other side, because we have export, also we have, because our selling price is also mainly based on the steel price, we mainly based on US dollar. Yeah, even though the raw material prices drop, local prices also drop, but because of the US dollar strengthen, and there is the good things, we don't need to reduce the price. Yeah, because I'm like a balancing weakening of the rupiah and weakening of the material price.
Yeah, I think I want just a little bit addition that in general, basically we can pass through the volatility to pricing to our product price if required, because steel price is everybody know is quote in US dollar. All right. The next question would be, is there any impact from the government policy that's recently put additional import tax on steel? Yeah. Basically, yeah, it's gonna be beneficial for us because with that tax, it will hinder imports that is using postage or we call it door to door. Yeah. So we have not seen any major effect yet, but in general, that will what you call it hinder lah, the smuggling and etc. You wanna add something, Pak Teja?
No.
Okay. Next question is about the Plan 7. How does the company manage the capital required for the new plan? Okay. The new plan was Plan 7 will be coming in several phases. Yeah. The first phase is not much. We just built some warehouses and we can finance that entirely from our internal cash flow. And the next phase would be the purchase and installment of the big machine, 16 diameter machine. That development, yeah, will be completed in 2 years, and the payment will become in several stages. So at the moment, we are considering the best financing option, whether it's going to be from our internal cash flow partially, or financing from related parties or related or non-related parties, which is banks and other financial institution, which is the best, which give the best pricing for us. Yeah, but as moment, as you know, we have almost 1 trillion EBITDA annually. So we believe our internal cash flow is sufficient for at the moment. Okay, Pak Teja, we have question. Yeah. Why do we import HRC, Pak Teja? Is domestic HRC is not enough, or the variant is, or the specification is not up to the standard?
Okay. Basically, yeah, one is domestic SRC is not enough. Yes. As you know, supply from the domestic is less than the demand. But this year, there is a special things happen because of the Krakatau Steel hot strip mill number 1 have some accident, fire, and then until now still not so clear when the mill will start to run. So now it's only one mill, hot strip mill number 2 is run by Krakatau Posco. The hot strip mill number 2 is only limited up to thickness up to 16 millimeter. So it means above 16 millimeter we have to import. And also the thin gauge material, usually Krakatau Steel also doesn't produce, is we have to import also. And secondly, about the high grade. But for us, import is one of the balancing, because when the price of the local price is too high, then we can balance our with the import price. So that's why import is still very important for us. So we cannot depend only 100% from local, because of the sometimes the price is too expensive.
Okay, thank you, Pak Teja. The next question is very interesting. How SPINDO strategy to face the challenges of 2024, whereby we have a lot of elections, and especially the presidential election. Pak Teja, you want to take this one?
We experienced already quite a long time. Yeah? So we already have several elections, because SPINDO is already more than 50 years company. So what happens is sometimes we feel not so significant about the election. So the important thing also for us is how to, of course, opportunity always there. So if you see also why we can still improve our sales, also because of the even a lot of people afraid about the price drop. A lot of people are afraid about the uncertainty in the situation, but demand is still there. Based on our capability of the inventory, and we can deliver faster. This is what we call as a premium to our customer. And sometimes because of a lot of uncertainty, so customer also doesn't want to keep so much inventory. Sometimes our competitor also doesn't want to keep so much inventory. Then it becomes a benefit for us, because we have inventory, then we can supply fast to them. So when the project also starts, suddenly if they see still a lot of opportunity, they want to expand, they want to start and get the quick progress for their like last time we supplied to Aman Mineral. Also, they want to get the quick delivery, then we can supply, because we have the inventory. So also in some project for the building also same. Yeah. Suddenly they want to think to start, and then we have the inventory, then we can supply. I think this is strategies which will keep to continue, and then we believe with this kind of a lot of opportunity in the 2024, we believe we can get more market shares.
But another question regarding counterfeit products. How do we mitigate those crime?
Yeah. So things we can do besides we just call the police to do the investigation, we try to educate our customer by our marking, by our qualities, everything, and they will hopefully they will know. And secondly, also we always try we explain to our customer, please buy from our registered distributors. So if you don't buy from our current distributors, then there is some possibility of the counterfeit material.
Okay, thank you, Pak Teja. Another question. This is one is a classic, but no harm, just to reinforce the understanding. Yeah. Why SPINDO have such a low cash balance? In contrast to we have a lot of liability, especially the short-term liability. Pak Teja.
Yeah, last time, as you know, we don't have so much long-term loan. Most of our loan is a short-term loan. Sometimes also we, as you know, our facility during the COVID, we of course we cannot get additional facility because of the COVID, right? But its demand basically at the time the price 2021, right? The price increased quite significant. Based on this facility we got, basically we have some limitation about the facility, right? Because of the steel price increased quite a lot. But our facility still not, I mean, we got no increment, right, from the bank. So what we can do is, of course, we have to shorten our payment to the banks and to open the facility. Then what we've done is always like, because we have a loan, right? Whether we still kept excess money, then better to give to pay our outstanding loan to reduce our interest payment, interest costs. This is always our strategy. Of course, we still have a facility from the bank. We can anytime we can use it. So basically, cash flow is not so good, but we have a lot of outstanding facility. We can use it. That's why we don't need to worry. We don't so much worry about that. And now we have a long-term facility from the bond. As you know, now our cash flow is not like before. We have not negative cash flow. Now we have a positive cash flow.
Thank you, Pak Teja. Maybe just a little bit addition. Priska, can you put the latest bonds issuance presentation, please?
Wait.
Improve cost of fund.
Yeah, the cost of fund. Just bring up your previous presentation, please. Okay, go below. Okay, that one, yeah. Slide 14. Okay. Yeah, just to give additional color, on our funding structure, you can see that the latest issuance of bonds coupon was only 7%. We can see that the margin or the spread between the benchmark government notes is reduced from 4.5% in our first issuance to only 1% in latest issuance. This is actually also demonstrate the increase of trust from our fixed income investors. Yeah. So at the moment, yeah, we enjoy the opportunity to get easy and relatively cheap funding from our banks and our investors, fixed income investors. Yeah. Okay. Another question, Pak. We saw that the receivables is going longer. Why is that so? Pak Teja, we wanna take that one?
Yeah. Usually for the project is always a bit longer. Yeah, because the more we do a project base for like infrastructure accessory, payment will be more longer because of a lot of like what's the condition in the contract also mentioned about like the what receipt of the good. The payment is first we have to get like a certified certification, like a certification berita acara penerimaan barang. So then because the project also is not in Java Island, mostly outside Java Island, then it takes some time to get this kind of berita acara penerimaan barang. Then after we got this kind of berita acara penerimaan barang, then we have to get another berita acara untuk penerbitan invoice. So also usually this kind of berita acara penerbitan invoice mainly in the headquarters in Jakarta. So it takes long also sometimes and because of the bureaucracy and because of the sometimes the people in charge not there. Yeah, then payment a bit longer.
Yeah. So just to emphasize that, take consider that we have a lot of projects having current receivable ratio for us is okay. Yeah, of course we do put some effort to improve that, but at the moment due to the composition of sales, yeah, it's inevitable that we have a stretch working capital requirement, yeah, because not only the receivables but also the inventory, because when we have projects and the project goods was not delivered or was not taken by our customer, it still sits in our inventory. Yeah, we understand that if they order like 5,000 ton, we cannot just deliver 5,000 ton. It has to be shipped gradually. Yeah, so that's one of the reason why some of our inventory level is high as well as our receivable level. Okay, we have also question, Pak. Is there any consideration from SPINDO management to increase more efficiency in production next year? Pak Teja, maybe?
Yeah, always
Yeah,
we
always.
have a consideration to improve our efficiency.
Yes. Basically, if we can take a look at the financial report, we can see that the margin, the gross margin is expanding. Yeah, but not only the gross margin, but if you see the operational expenses, yeah, like selling and administrative expenses, general administrative, etc., financial expense is all coming down, yeah, quarter on quarter in 2023. Yeah, so it reflects our effort to increase efficiency. Not to mention, yeah, if we calculate back, the average cost of fund is still going down. Yeah, so we reduce the loan. Yeah, we extend the loan duration, and we reduce the cost of fund. So this all combined effort will have a positive effect on our cash flow. Okay, do we have another? Okay, we have one question, yeah, how many export sales portion in 2023? I think at the moment it's roughly about 4%, 4 to 5% ya Pak TJ ya. Ya Pak.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, roughly 4 to 5%. Yeah, we will continue to seek opportunity, yeah, with the China and US trade war. Yeah. Okay. I think, yeah. Question from Pak Vijay. Is the company on track to achieve net income of 485 billion this year? Well, uh, uh, hoping that there's no further war or there's no further surprise for the last 2 months of this years. Yeah, we are quite confident that we are going to be in line with that figures. Yeah, hopefully. So we see our 9-month result is not so bad. Can't complain that. So hopefully we can reach that number in full year. Okay. All right. Thank you. So, Chris, I don't see any further question. Yeah. Is there any further question from the one that present here? You can unmute your microphone and ask directly. Okay, I think everybody is.
Hi, Pak Joe.
Yes, hello.
Oh,
Hi, it's Dominic Pemberton. How are you?
Hey, hi, Dominic. Nice to hear nice to hear your voice.
Congratulations on a great set of results. I was just reading the press release that you put out with the results a few days ago, and you made a comment about the government's role in preventing the flooding of cheap Chinese pipe products. Can you elaborate on that a bit? What measures, if any, are they actually doing?
All right, thank you, Dominic. So first of all, the government is enforcing strictly, yeah, first of all, the import quota. So as you're aware, since 2020, actually, they've been revising their mechanism for applying the import quota. Yeah, so we see towards 2023, they are more advanced already, and they can select better which one is import, which purpose for further production like us, yeah, and for those who are just trading. Yeah. Even us sometimes they question, yeah, why do we import so much? And we can explain that for automotive, unfortunately we have no you know manufacturers that is up to the standard of the auto manufacturers, so we have to import. Not to mention that even Krakatau Steel cannot fulfill all of our requests. Yeah, they cannot sell only to us and they don't sell to anybody. They don't want to do that, so they have to spread their production, and we sometimes when we order like 5,000 ton, we only get 2,000, like that. So they try hard to protect, steel imports. Last I think last month they also enact another law, yeah, to put more tariff, yeah, on imports that is shipped from a postage, yeah, or what you call it, door to door, yeah, not from a general importer. Previously, there's only 4 commodity, but last month they add another 4, which is one of them is steel. So with that, we hope the HS circumvention, they try to play around with the import requirement. It's reduced. It's the new law, the new regulation will hinder the unofficial import from door to door requirement. So the third one is the requirement for local content. Yeah. So likewise, the EV, the government give a lot of incentive for producers who can fulfill certain level of local content. Yeah. So all of that combined, we believe we see that government is protecting steel producer and manufacturer from outside player. Pak Teja, you want to add some more, Pak?
Things, it's okay. No.
Okay, yeah, that's about it, Dominic. Hope it answers your question.
Okay, thank you. Can I just ask one more question to
Sure.
do with the press release that you made?
Yes.
You talked about you're currently maintaining your growth target of around 20% from the previous year. I think you might have been referring to the fourth quarter, which is something that the previous questioner asked. Can you sort of confirm that?
Yeah, basically, we stay with our 20% target volume. Yeah, but in regards to the revenue level, due to the decrease of the global steel commodity, so we revise a bit from if you calculate last year, 20% is 7.5 trillion. So we revise a bit the number to 7.2 trillion.
Okay.
But for the sales volume, we are yet to see the last 2 months, but hopefully we can achieve. Well, maybe just missed by, I don't know, 5%, 4%, something like that.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Pakjo and Pak
Thank
Teja.
you, Dominic. Yeah, and we acknowledge, and we will we already, as you saw in our presentation, we will put some more effort to expand our exposure to foreign funds, as well as some policy on the dividend ratios. Thank you, Dominic. All right.
Okay, no more questions.
Yeah, no more.
Okay.
From YouTube nggak ada ya.
Okay, and with that, we can conclude our result call today. Thank you to Pak Johannes and Pak Teja for sharing their insights and updates with us today. We really appreciate your time. And thank you for the participants, investors, analysts, for your questions and discussion for today. We hope that SPINDO can be your choice of investment, and we look forward to continuing to share SPINDO's performance updates with you in the future. Good afternoon and have a great day. Thank
Alright,
you.
Thank you. Thank you.